Hello folks, this is Sully here with a preview video for the Wildcard Game of Civ4 AI Survivor Season number 7. Let's go ahead and get started right away because this is going to be a larger field. So what is the Wildcard Game, you might ask? Well, these are all the leaders that didn't finish in first or second place in our opening round, so they did not have a top 2 finish, but they also didn't get eliminated, so they were still technically alive. So what we do is we take all of them, throw them all into one particular game, and call it the wildcard game. But this is basically our last chance game. You could think of that as well. Last chance, there's still 2 slots available for the playoffs. So the first and second place will move on to the playoffs. Anyone else, the season will be finished, even if they're not officially eliminated by getting knocked out. So we ended up with 9 leaders this year. We've had as many as 11 and as few as 6 in past years. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's going to be a bigger field than normal. I do need to mention right away, there is one settings change for this game. This is the only game that we play with Raging Barbarians turned on. It doesn't have a humongous effect on the game, but it does change things up a little bit. We have seen AIs lose their capitals to the barbs before, although it does not happen often. All right, so I'm just going to try to go through these leaders relatively quickly because there are 9 of them. Up here we have Tokugawa. We changed his color to white so that he doesn't, so that he looks a little bit different from Peter, who's in red down there. So we're just going Japan's other color on their flag. Tokugawa, infamous for being isolationist. He actually did pretty well in his opening round game, better than people thought. He had a pretty lousy starting position in his opening round game, and he's got the northwest corner spot in this one. All right, next to him is Boudica of the Celts. Boudica has super aggressive traits, aggressive, charismatic. She tends to perform very poorly in terms of economy, but is very good at fighting, and she's among the most aggressive AI leaders in the game. That said, she infamously does not declare war at pleased, which makes her a little bit different from most of the other very aggressive warmonger AIs. And she also has very good odds to found a religion because Boudica and Saladin are the only 2 leaders that start with mysticism in this field. So she probably will start a religion, and this is the start she's got in terms of her capital. Not far away to the east is Napoleon. He's the other leader whose color we changed for this game. Instead of dark blue, he's light blue to help him stand out a little bit. But he's still got that revolutionary blue aura, as his historical personality would want to have. Much like Boudica, Napoleon, super aggressive, very, very, very heavy train unit emphasis, trains lots of units, goes to war, researches military techs. Pretty straightforward here. He's going to go military, and he's going to attack people, and how he does is going to dictate the outcome of his game. He is not going to be able to win economically. Further on to the east, then, we have another leader cut from the same mold. And by the way, there's a lot of militaristic leaders in this game. Just for whatever reason, we ended up with a whole bunch of them in the wildcard game this year. We have Julius Caesar of Rome. Julius Caesar has been one of our top scoring leaders in past AI Survivor seasons. I believe he's tied with Winecap for the most kills overall in the past history of our competition. Rome is, of course, always famous for having the Praetorian unique unit in Civ4. He does have iron at the start. I swear I did not rig this. What I do is I roll the maps ahead of time without knowing what the leaders are going to be, and then I put the leaders in when we're getting ready to do the game. So this is not deliberately customized, so Rome will have iron. Just shook out that way. But if Julius Caesar's your guy, he's going to have Praetorians, and he'll have a chance to use them in this game. All right, shifting down to the southern side of the map on the south side of the big jungle belt. Over here we have Peter of Russia. Russia's a very good civ in Civ4. Peter has probably been the least successful of the Russian leaders. Catherine and Stalin have done better. He doesn't seem to have traits that fit him particularly well. Philosophical, expansive don't have a lot of synergy together, but he does have a gold at his starting position, and Russia starts with mining as one of their 2 starting techs, so this will be an opportunity for him. It's a nice little starting position over here in the corner. Of course, nearby, and I mean nearby in this game, only, what, like 8 to 10 tiles distance, is Shaka of the Zulus. Of course, if there's any leader who's famous for being wildly over-militaristic in Civ4, it's probably Shaka. It's like him and Montezuma and Ragnar and Napoleon are like the crazy group. You know what he's going to do? He's going to build a lot of units. He's going to throw them at people. He's going to declare wars nonstop. Not really going to pay any attention to his economy, although he does tend to do slightly better than like the Montezumas and Napoleons of the world just because his unique building gives him some maintenance fighting for corruption. So yeah, what you see is what you get. He starts with agriculture, and he can go immediately on to animal husbandry, so he's got food at this starting position if nothing else. Now down here we have Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh is another one of the leaders who is in Pool 1. We actually have quite a few Pool 1 leaders in this game who, for one reason or another, it didn't happen this year. Winecap, Julius Caesar, Gilgamesh, all Pool 1 leaders here. Gilgamesh, another aggressive leader. As I said, I'm going to be repeating that. Likes to build military. Does also like to build some cultural stuff too. He has double marble tiles at this capital, plus a copper, so that's some interesting resources here. High on production, a little bit lower on food, although he does have the hill pigs here. He does have the creative trait, which has been pretty successful in past seasons of AI Survivor. What he does with this start is going to be interesting to see. He is yet another low piece weight leader who likes to fight people. All right, then over here we have Winecap. If you've watched any of these videos before at all, you know that Winecap has been historically the most successful leader ever in AI Survivor, Season 2 champion. He has rolled this start with 3 gold tiles, and once again, I promise I did not edit in these gold tiles. This is a natural map. I did make some map edits here and there to make things a little bit fairer, but I did not touch this starting position. So he's got 3 gold tiles, which is going to be interesting. I suspect many people will like him in the picking contest. And he's in a map where I believe there are no other financial leaders. No, he is the only financial leader on this map, and he's got these gold tiles at the start. So again, I suspect people are going to like him in this game, but I swear he rolled this position naturally. And then finally, we have our other leader that starts with mysticism. Oh no, we actually have 3 that start with mysticism. I have to correct myself from earlier. Saladin and Boudica start with mysticism, and Winecap starts with mysticism as well. So 2 of the 3 of them will get the early religions, but which 2, it's going to be up to who researches what. Saladin is another religion plus military leader. He is probably going to found a religion, and he's going to like the people who share his religion, and he's not going to like the people who have a different religion. Pretty straightforward leader there. Theology is his favorite civic. He's not a great economic leader. These traits, spiritual, protective, not amazing from an economic perspective. So he's going to have to try to conquer people and make friends with his religion if he's going to do well. All right, so again, here is the big zoomed out map. I'll turn the resource icon on. I know it's really hard to see these. This is a much bigger map than we usually use because we have 9 AI leaders on here, but maybe you can squint and make out who's got what where on this one. As a reminder, we run a picking contest for these games, so there'll be a link to that in the description under this video if you want to try to guess along with who's going to be the winner, who's going to be the first one eliminated, all that jazz. You can do that underneath there. And I will repeat again that this game will take place next week from when I'm recording this video. It will be on on Friday. We always do these games on Fridays. Friday, June the 16th, 2023 at our normal noon Eastern starting time. So that'll be Friday, June the 16th at our normal noon Eastern time. So hopefully we will see some of you there for our wildcard game of Civ4 AI Survivor Season number 7. This one should be pretty crazy, so hopefully we'll catch you then. Until then, have a great week. Take care, folks. I'll see you soon.